Attorney General Pam Bondi is in Washington this morning answering questions from a House Judiciary Committee. She's likely to be asked about her department's handling of the Epstein files. Meanwhile, documents from that investigation show President Trump apparently was aware of Epstein's crimes 2 decades ago, despite claiming otherwise. CBS News Justice correspondent Scott MacFarlane has new details from the documents.
Newly surfaced records show 20 years ago, then private citizen Donald Trump called police in Palm Beach, Florida, to say of Jeffrey Epstein, quote, "Thank goodness you're stopping him. Everyone has known he's been doing this." That call appears to contradict the president's claim just months ago he was unaware of Epstein's crimes.
I know nothing about that. They would have announced that a long time ago.
And on Tuesday, the White House insisted what matters is how Trump responded at the time.
He kicked Jeffrey Epstein out of his Mar-a-Lago club because Jeffrey Epstein was a creep, and that remains true. And this call, if it did happen, corroborates exactly what President Trump has said from the beginning.
The president's Commerce Secretary, Howard Lutnick, said he cut ties with Epstein in 2005.
My wife and I decided that I will never be in the room with that disgusting person ever again.
But documents suggest they were in business together as recently as 2014. And before Congress Tuesday, Lutnick admitted he had lunch with Epstein in 2012 on the convicted sex offender's island.
My wife was with me, as were my 4 children and nannies. We were on family vacation. We were not apart. I don't recall why we did it.
Millions of heavily redacted documents have now been released in the Epstein case. And survivors of his abuse, like Danielle Bensky, tell CBS News they're frustrated with what they see as a lack of accountability. When the Deputy U.S. Attorney General said the review is done, what did you make of that?
It breaks your heart because it just feels like, okay, nothing to see here. There's so much to see here.
You don't think the Department of Justice's work is done?
No, definitely not. I think it's just begun.
Some Epstein survivors are spending this week in Washington attending a hearing today in which Attorney General Pam Bondi faces questions in the U.S. House, including a series of questions about the agency's handling of the Epstein files. Scott MacFarlane, CBS News, Washington.